Hi everybody,
Hello.
we're back for another episode of Hardcore Survival FTB Direwolf20 Floating Islands. Now, as you can see, I now have a full set of nano armor. Now, it took me quite a while to get together all the resources, and I was under the impression that it would be fairly quick and easy to make it. But I found that the helmet was actually the most difficult thing to make because it's so complex and it consists out of so many parts. The other things was pretty easy compared to the helmet to make, but I'm quite happy that I've spent the time and I have completed my full set of nano armor. I think for the purposes of this series we wouldn't go to the time and effort on making quantum armor. It just takes too much energy and too much time, and on the floating islands there's really a shortage of resources. Now there's a long-term plan, or maybe it's not such a long-term plan, with having good armor, and that is that if you remember from our previous series, our previous hardcore survival series, that we concluded the series with going to the end and defeating the Ender Dragon. Now I'm completely committed to go ahead and do that as well. So in the next few episodes we might be working our way towards getting together what we need to go to the end and defeat the Ender Dragon. Now we're up to episode 26. And there's actually so much you can do in a modded server. We've only scratched the surface on some mods, and there's so much more we can do, but we also don't want to have 100 episodes on one particular server. And as you can see, there's still a lot more we can do, but sometimes we want to do something else again. So we'll start to get ready to do a few things in the way of preparing to go to the end in this episode and the next episodes. And if there's anything else Yellow Pixie like to do, then she can just say to us what she's got in mind. Do you have anything that you want to do this episode, Yellow Pixie?
No, not really. I'm just working on building up my resources that I lost before.
Yeah, and would you also once we're ready, would you also like to go to the end?
Yeah.
So we have to find a solution for you in terms of armor and things like that. So we're going to see whether it's easy enough to get nano armor for you, or whether we just need to get you diamond armor and then see if there's a way we can enchant the diamond armor so it's a little bit better. So we'll be working on that in this episode. We'll be back once we get to the next part of this episode. Previously, while we were not recording, Yellow Pixie found a nether fortress, and I'll just show you where the nether fortress is, because we did find some blazes and blaze rods in the nether fortress, and of course we need blaze rods to make blaze powder, and we use the blaze powder to make Eye of Ender if we want to activate the end portal. So just need to change into a fire bat, because that's better to go to the nether being a fire bat. Okay, right, so if I can remember correctly, it was about in this direction, roughly in this direction, about 45 degrees from the angle to which we built the nether base, roughly in this direction. So I'll keep traveling in this direction, and once I get to the nether fortress I'll just show you around that, and it's not too far away, I think, if you know in which direction to travel. Must be, can't be too far away from here. Just see if we're almost there. is some distance. There must be a nether fortress closer, but this is the one that Yellow Pixie found, and it's at this nether fortress we collected a few blaze rods and things like that which we needed. I think I also killed a wither skeleton here, which enabled me to make a modification to my sword. My Tinker's Construct sword has now got life steal on it, so that makes it quite a bit better. For these of you that don't know, when you have your sword enabled with that, it will if you hurt an enemy, then that whatever damage you do to the enemy is actually going to go over to your health. So you're basically taking some of the enemy's health as you're damaging them, which is very, very handy. There's blazes all over this place.
Oh yeah, if you see any ghasts, could you please kill them? And
that's a wither there. Now those wither skeletons are really dangerous. Well, this time I didn't get anything of value. I just got coal, which isn't very valuable. Anyway, Yellow Pixie, what was that you'd like me to get hold of?
Oh yeah, if you find any ghasts, can you please kill them so that I really need some of the stuff for the witchery, and that needs
ghast tears?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If I see a ghast, I'll get the ghast, and if I can get any ghast tears, I will. We do like to have some ghast tears extra anyway to make some regeneration potions. But anyway, guys, this is the nether fortress. It's not a fantastic nether fortress, but it does have what we need, and we also collected some nether wart, which we'd need for potions. So yeah, this is the nether fortress, and I'll be back later when I have something else to show you guys. So I've been flying around the nether fortress, and I thought, well, I really like the sword I have, which gives me a plus 18 attack damage, and I got it up this high because I've kept on adding nether quartz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly around this area and put down in some places and just mine up as much quartz that I can get to increase the sharpness on my sword. I will have to add a modifier to my sword using gold and I think it's a block of gold and a diamond or something like that. This is one of those dangerous spiders. Well, you get these little spiders that come out when wow, they do jump, these ones, and they do bump me around. At least with the armor I have now, the nano armor. I keep on wanting to say quantum armor, but it's not quantum armor. With the nano armor I have, I don't get much damage actually, which is brilliant. Right, and the life stealer sword is also quite handy because if I lose any hearts, I just gain them back when I attack an enemy. Brilliant. So I'm going to carry on and do my mining and mine as much nether quartz that I can, and then I'm going to put another modifier on my sword and add more sharpness so I can see how high I can get this sword to go. So we'll see how we go with that. So I've flown around the nether a little bit and came back to the nether fortress, and I think I have some good news for Yellow Pixie. So apart from collecting other things, I also got 2 ghast tears.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, so I'm just hanging around this blaze spawner, and because I'm a firebat, the blazes can actually do nothing to me unless they get really close to me, because they can do melee damage, but they can't do any damage to a fire bat. So it's really a real
Ah.
pleasure to fly around this place as a fire bat.
Mm.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, what happened?
I was being attacked.
By what?
We're gonna remove all those plants there.
Is it the plants at our base?
Yeah.
Does it have some bad effects sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a shame. Listen, I think I need to try and make you some good armor. So I'll see what type of armor I can actually make for you. Because at the moment you don't have any armor at all, is that right? Okay. No problem. Okay, well, I'll save the gas tears for you for next time. And then you can use it, and I'll make you some good sword and a few other things.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. We'll be back later. Okay, so I'm back from my mining expedition to the Nether. And I'm back in the overworld. And let's just see what I got. Okay. So I collected 8 ardite ore, 5 cobalt ore, 12 place rods, and about 2.5 stacks of nether quartz. I also got bones from those wither skeletons, which we can use, and I also collected those gas tears. So I'll just drop all of these off, and then we can see what type of sword we can make for Yellow Pixie with all the different things that we've collected. So we'll be back once we're ready to make the sword. What type of, do you have some cobalt ingredients and stuff like that, Pixie?
Yep. It's melting now.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the rest of the ardite and the cobalt together, so we can just see how much millennium we can make, and then we can use that. So we'll throw that in, and then we'll see how we go, and we'll be back once we got that smelted, and we're gonna decide what type of sword we're going to make. Just wanted to show this to you guys. Once we've thrown all the ardite and cobalt in here, we have 24 millennium ingots.
Nothing.
Is everything okay?
Yep. Fine.
Okay. So we have 24 millennium ingots, and what I really want to do, because I really like my broadsword, and I've added so much to it up to now, is I want to add more nether quartz to the sword. But to do that, I need to add a modifier, because I've used up all the modifiers I had on before. So to get the next modifier, what I need is a diamond plus a gold block. Now the gold block is not a problem, because we have quite a bit of gold, 18 gold ingots from smelting some horse armor. So I'll just drop that to the bottom, and we'll just pour some gold out to get our gold block, and then of course I just need to go and grab a diamond from our minerals chest there. If I grab this gold block, and I put my sword in there, and I put the diamond in there, and the gold block in there, I will get another modifier. So I will be able to add more nether quartz to increase the sharpness. There we go. So now I can add more nether quartz. So I'll carry on and add more nether quartz to that, and I'll see how far I can get this up. So I've changed this to block of quartz, because that's just faster, and that will add one at a time. So at the moment I have it's still on attack 9.5 hearts, or plus damage 18, but if I keep adding, we'll see how far it will go up. I hope it goes up beyond this point, and it's not just that it's not going to go up. Okay, so I'll keep doing this and I'll show you how it comes out in the end. There we go. It's already gone up to damage 19, which is great. 10 hearts. So I'll keep going and I'll show you once I completed the upgrade. Alrighty, so I've upgraded this. It's now using its full 288 of 288 quartz, and it can't be upgraded any further without adding another modifier. But this is now on 21 damage and it's on 11 hearts. So this is a very good sword, and I think I should go and try this out and just see how well it works on some enemies out there. So I'm just going to change into a bat. That's probably going to be the easiest, not a fire bat but a normal bat, and I'm going to test it out and just see how well this works against other enemies outside. Okay, so let's see if we can find anything. Let's see how it goes with that creeper over there. Yep, one hit. One hit to take out that creeper. This is great. This is the type of sword you want to take with you to the end, because this will be really good at sorting out the Ender Dragon. I don't think the Ender Dragon would expect a fire bat flying around with a sword, but that's going to be an interesting one. I also want to test this sword on a zombie, because they normally I normally had to use 2 hits on them previously. There's a lot of torches everywhere, so somebody did a really good job in putting lights up everywhere. And this is Ace's spawner that collects, I don't know, it's a kind of a witch spawner, and it collects items from there and then put it in here. So there's a huge amount of stuff in here, healing potions and stuff like this, and XP. There's a lot of XP in this ender tank. I haven't seen him around for a while, so if he's not going to come online soon, then we might find a way to use some of his XP. What's that, yellow pixie?
Oh, it's just annoying because there's creepers. It's gone night for a while. I don't know. It's been night for like 20 minutes in my witchery world.
Yeah. One hit on a zombie. That's not bad. I love the sword. The sword is really good. We'll make you a reasonable sword as well. I have some things to use for your sword. Alrighty, so this is Ace's base, but I haven't seen him for a little while. If he's not going to come online, I wonder how good is this armor he's got. He's got some of this power armor, but it doesn't seem like there's any energy in it. I wonder if he just made the power armor and he didn't add any modifiers to it. Anyway, if he's
Not yet.
What's that, Pixie?
He hasn't added
So he hasn't added anything to it. Okay, so it's not really going to be great. Okay, so I'll be back later. Just want to show you guys, this tree farm of ours has been going crazy. It's an automated tree farm, of course, and as long as it has power. Oh, harvester error. This is something isn't working here. Okay, maybe this is in the way. I can't open the chest. Did we get a crash? Because I can't open anything. Yeah, we probably got a crash. Okay, we'll just be back when we restart the server, and I'll show you guys the tree farm. I restarted the server and I actually found that I'm all the way back over here. But I couldn't help but seeing that Enderman there. And I thought it was going to be fun to see if I can, what this sword will do to an Enderman. There's a lot of other mobs around, which is a bit frustrating. Okay, but let's see if I can get to that Enderman. See what happens to Mr. Enderman. Well, that was 2 hits on the Enderman, and we took out the Enderman. And more mobs, but it's really easy with this sword to take care of mobs. And the durability of the sword is really good because of the materials I used in it. So yeah, right. So now I can show you guys the tree farm. And as I said, the tree farm has really been going crazy. Look at how huge it is. So every time the planter will plant some trees, and then the harvester will harvest it. And it's just actually overflowing. There's more wood in here than what there's space for. And that's the harvester there. Yeah, so it's just we got more wood now and more apples than what we ever would need on the server. Oh, something is pushing me around.
Hmm?
Oh, it's these silly plants. They're doing really silly things with me.
We need to remove it.
Yeah, no, I hate these plants.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take these plants away because they just do all
I
sorts
can't
of
collect
weird
them.
things.
Is the server gonna crash again?
I don't know. No? I'm just gonna... Oh, you mean you can't collect them? Okay.
I can't collect the seeds. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
crash
I think
again.
the server's crashed again. Okay guys, we seem to keep on having problems with the server crashing. So we'll be back later once we sorted it out. Now one of the things I want to make is a broadsword for Yellow Pixie. So we have a really good amount of manilium, and I'm just going to use the mold and make the bits we need. So we need the sword blade, so I'll just put the sword blade down. Because we have enough of this, I'm just going to use manilium for all the components. Now what else do I need for a broadsword? I need the little crossbar, the little wide guard, and the handle. So I'll just sort out what I need and just make all the components I need to make the sword, and I'll be back once I have that ready. I couldn't quite work out what happened, but I couldn't find the mold for the wide guard. So I'm just making a new mold for the wide guard. And I have the molted manilium down the bottom, so now I can make the wide guard. And I can use the wide guard mold for later. And now I can make a pretty good broadsword with this all full manilium broadsword, which has huge durability, and it starts with a attack strength of 4.5 hearts or damage of 8. What I'm going to add to the sword for Yellow Pixie is I'm going to add all the quartz that we have to increase the sharpness of the sword to the maximum, and I'm also going to take one of the bones collected from the wither skeleton, and by adding that I can increase the I can add this modifier. Just have to set it to the right setting. I'll be back. I'll just figure it out. Oh yes, it goes over the BlackValk just showed me I need to put the broadsword in there, of course, and then I need to add the bone there, and that will add life stealer to the sword. So that's great. So I'm just going to go ahead and add all the quads that we have to the broadsword, and that will definitely increase its ability. So I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, so this is almost the last few bits of quads. So this is up to sharpness plus 13, attack strength 7 hearts. So we'll add that. We'll add the last few bits of quads we have for whatever it's worth. And this is the sword that I've made for Yellow Pixie. So it's got life stealer on it, and it's got a damage of 7 hearts and a durability of 3600. So I'm gonna save this sword in this chest here, because we really need to upgrade her with some good armor as well. So we'll get all of that ready. That might actually go over to the next episode, but we'll just see how far we get with our plans to prepare for our eventual visit to the end to defeat the Ender Dragon. Well, that's all that we will have time for in this episode. So in this episode we did a lot of mining in the Nether, mined a lot of resources to make Manilium, and I think in the next episode we'll continue and we'll see if we can get Yellow Pixie upgraded, get her some really good armor, and I plan to make myself a much better bow. The bow that I have at the moment is just made from steel, I think, and I really want to upgrade that to a better bow, which could be made from slime tool rod or from millennium tool rods. I'm not sure. I'll have to see what's the best option. And then I want to make myself a good amount of arrows, millennium arrows. So we'll do that next time. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.